Okay, what's up, folks? Today we are here with our kill count, and you know that I'm here with my friend Ryan.
What's up, guys?
Yes, and today we are going to be continuing the vampire zombie apocalypse thing that me and Ryan created.
Yes.
So, guys,
Oh no, be right back.
if you can, Ryan's just gone to get something. So, if you can remember from the previous episodes, me and Ryan did a kill count all about our movie vampire that we'd created in our heads, and at the end we tallied up 9. We tallied up 9, and that was the kills. So today we're going to be doing part 2, but it's all the same film.
And
so
I guess you guys assume that I have the bite mark, guys.
yeah, because obviously, remember, it ended, someone had the bite mark, and this person who had the bite mark will die. So spoiler alert, there's going to be kills in this. But we don't know who. If it's me, if it's Ryan, or if it's Harry. Some people might think it's Harry, but could that be too obvious? Some people think it's Ryan, because he was a zombie at one point. And
Some people might think it's all of
you
us.
might think it's me, just in general, but... So, Ryan, should we get started?
Yes, we should.
Okay, so since Ryan started doing the first scene yesterday, I'm going to start and Ryan's going to end. So, basically, recapping previous events, we just kill all the zombies that we could think of, and one of us had the bite mark, and you guys don't know who it was, because it wasn't revealed until part 2, which is this part. So, next thing, Ryan gets a pain in his hip, and we're like, Ryan, are you okay? And the next thing, Ryan says, I feel like I've been bit. So then when we look at Ryan, there is a bite mark, and then all of a sudden, Harry falls on the floor and dies. For 10th kill, because we're carrying on, 44 minutes in, because we're
Do you mind if I go ahead?
Yeah, Ryan, can I just say why Harry fell and died? And why? Okay, so basically, guys, Ryan was the person who got bit from when he was a zombie, but because Ryan had been, close to Harry, he passed on the bite mark to Harry, and the bite mark that we saw on Ryan when we checked his hip...
It turned into, sort of a dog bite,
So, it would have been a bite, but Ryan got bit when he was a zombie, but then he passed it on to Harry, and then...
Mine kind of, turned into, a dog bite.
And then Ryan just had, a slight dog bite. So, yeah, so Ryan, do you want to take on from here?
And then, remember how we asked about the vampires in the first part?
Yeah.
Well, then the vampires came, didn't they?
Yeah, so we thought
3 of them.
We thought we'd kill all the villains, but we totally forgot about the vampires. We just got sucked into zombies.
Yes, and there was still 4 zombies, but we could only find 3. We managed...
So 3 vampires came and, was it 4?
4 were still alive.
4 zombies.
And then, me and Oliver started ganging up on one, and we managed to kill that in under 2 seconds.
So that's our 11th kill.
Yep, and we've snapped, ripped its neck off.
So he got his neck ripped off, 45 minutes in. Perfect.
And then, me and Oliver start ganging up on the other vampires.
So Ryan, is there 3 left? No,
2 left.
because we killed that vampire.
And then, all the vampires poured the invisible potion on themselves that they used in the last part to hide us from the public.
Yep, so they used the potion.
And guess what they did? They snuck past us and they started drinking Harry's blood.
From his dead body.
Which also transformed him into a vampire.
So, but guys, Ryan, do you want me to take ahead?
No, thanks. I've still got one last part.
But we're still going to count Harry on the kill count. Cause,
Yeah.
Why not?
Same as Zombie Ryan.
And same as Zombie Ryan, as you can remember from the last part.
And then, all the vampires, got powered up from the blood, because you're stronger when you've eaten. Same with vampires. And then they started, almost defeating us. But then something goes straight through one of their heads. What is it, guys? A scooter.
So he got slapped on the back of the head by a scooter. Do you want me to take over?
Almost killing him.
Ryan?
And it's your part,
So
Oliver.
spoiler alert, Ryan. Spoiler alert, guys. This vampire who got knocked over the head by a scooter. Spoiler alert, this didn't kill him, it just knocked him out. So one vampire left. And guys, it weren't Ryan who knocked it over the head, or it weren't me knocked it over the head.
Because we were stabbed.
Because we were, well, were we?
We were knocked. We were like.
Oh wait, we were knocked
shredded.
We were knocked on the floor, remember? So it couldn't have been us. So the person who did it was Cool Entai Scooter King. So Ryan, should we give him a name? What should we call him? We haven't even done a name yet. So I'm just gonna name him Scooter King, Ryan. Should we call him that?
Let's call him RW.
RW. So RW shows up smacking, but we don't even know this guy eats. So luckily he has a gun on him. He shoots the other vampire, killing him 48 minutes in for I think 12th, 13th.
Yep,
12th. So then he says
13th.
13th. So he says to me and Ryan, "Hurry up, quick, 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 quick!" And Zombie Harry's still knocked out from the scooter, but Zombie Harry can't be a human, Ryan. We won't be able to bring Zombie Harry back as a human because as a human he's dead. So
yeah,
that's basically it. So RW jumps me and Ryan into a car and drives us a million and thousand miles away until we're eventually at his house.
Oh, what feels like a million, billion, trillion miles
But
away.
it is a long way away. So basically, this guy, RW, has a past life of suffering of zombies. When he was 6 years old, he was going on a boat trip with his parents, and zombies invaded his parents and killed them. But should we count his parents, Ryan?
No, we shouldn't, because this isn't actually part of the story.
This isn't actually part
This
of...
is sub-story.
This isn't part of the film. This is what happened before all this story. So zombies came and killed both of RW's parents and then went for RW, but RW escaped, and ever since zombies have been on the lookout for RW, and this also explains the reason why they're coming after me and Ryan. So basically,
And why he's been why he's in hiding.
So basically, RW got his parents killed, and then the zombies went to kill him after, but RW got away, and ever since, the zombies have been on the hunt for RW, and then he hid away for a couple of years. And so guys, it's a little bit like Harry Potter, Ryan, isn't it? The kid didn't get killed, but the parents did. The kid escaped, and now there's a big hunt. So RW hid away since he knew he was on the run from zombies, and the zombies who killed his parents are the same zombies today. And the vampires.
Which is why he was so enraged and actually stepped in.
So
let's be honest, he probably wouldn't have if it wasn't the parent killers.
So RW has stopped going to school, he stopped contacting friends because obviously he's been in hideout for a couple of years. So he FaceTimes his friends, and then the zombies found him, and then they saw him on a video call with one of his friends, well, two of his friends, who looked like me and Ryan. So then the zombies thought that the two people who he was on a FaceTime video call with was me and Ryan. So they went on a hunt for me and Ryan, and then obviously they were looking at the theatre and saw us going to watch the movies. So then that's why they're after me and Ryan, although that we're innocent, aren't we, Ryan?
Yeah, we haven't known this RW kid until now.
And then RW found out and then obviously came to save us. So it's all come clear that Ryan, we're at his house. Do you want to explain what happens next?
So basically, a bit of window shattering happens, like in all those Action 12 films where someone just jumps through the window. Guess who this is? It's Vampire Harry.
So
He's been hiding underneath the car the whole time.
So he technically followed us, Ryan, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Although that he wasn't conscious with the scooter, but go on, Ryan.
He'd been rolled under the car when he'd been knocked out, and something just made him put his arms up and pull himself.
Yeah, and then he came conscious as soon as we pulled up, and then he comes through the window. So Ryan,
And then he's also got a gun. He's also got a gun from when he was trying to kill the zombies. When he was,
RW.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also Harry's got a knife from his when he was alive and he was trying to fend off zombies.
Yeah, when
And
they
he
saw
and he like reached inside his pocket, threw it at RW. RW dodged and basically made it so that it went through his ear but wasn't fatal.
It just sliced his ear, didn't it, right?
Yeah.
Just as he moved out the way. So.
And
yeah.
me and Oliver were like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And he's like, I'm fine, but I can't hear out the ear anymore.
So he's deaf. He's gone deaf in one ear, but he's still alive, luckily.
Yeah, and then RW pulls out the gun, shoots Harry like
A bunch of times.
a bunch of time in the chest. But as we know, vampires and zombies don't usually die so
They
easily.
need the brain to be affected. So Ryan, do you want me to take over?
No thanks, I just want to cover one last thing.
Okay.
And these bullets, he just because Harry was bitten by a vampire doesn't mean he was a vampire. And RW saw a vampire bite him and thought, well, now it's time to use vampire repellent bullets. And you can continue.
So basically, guys, Ryan had obviously passed on a bite to Harry, hadn't he, Ryan?
Yeah.
Remember, so now Harry hasn't been bit, he just got affected and died, and then they turned his dead body into a vampire. So, sorry guys, this is just so, like, nice doing this, so that's why I'm
Yeah,
doing what I'm
guys.
doing.
And this.
Yeah, basically. So, Vampire Harry, obviously, because RW knows he uses vampire kill bullets. So he shoots them towards Harry, and no matter where, he's gonna die, even if it isn't the head. So,
But then RW realises something, hasn't he?
yeah,
That Harry's a zombie, not a vampire.
exactly, guys. The vampires made Harry into a zombie. So he shoots at Harry and it hits him in the gut, and zombie Harry plays dead. And me and Ryan and RW are like, yes, you killed him. That's all, the vampire's dead. But then zombie Harry comes back because he's a zombie, not a vampire. So they just like, the vampire bullets just tickle him when it hits him.
Unless it's in the head, then it just like
Makes
kills him.
Yeah, so it makes him fall back and then get real zombie bullets in his head. So RW continues to shoot zombie Harry a bunch of times, and then guys, next thing, someone comes falling in through the freaking ceiling. Ryan, do you want to do it for me? And spoiler alert, it's not a vampire or a zombie. It's an actual person.
And also, this was a friend of RW who was on the call. It was Ryan lookalike with Oliver kind of on like above him.
No, Ryan, remember there was two people. One who looked like you, so it was Ryan lookalike.
And Oliver lookalike.
Yeah.
So
the person on the call who looked like Ryan showed up, and the person who looked like Oliver on the call showed up. So these two geezers who got me and Ryan into this mess are here.
And then they kind of like threw something at Harry that kind of extracted its blood. Like, you know when a scientist does that thing to test viruses? Kind of did that.
Yeah.
That, but instead of normal like blood, it was green blood. And we were like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And then they revealed that they were scientists and said, this isn't no normal zombie, this is a vampire zombie.
So he's half and half.
Yeah, which means we can't kill him. Because he'll come back, we'll see him later on in the film.
We can never kill zombie Harry. So Ryan, do you want
Unless
me to
we
take
get
over?
a specialised thing that has its blood in it.
So Ryan, do you want me to take over?
Mhm.
Okay, so guys, I noticed, so luckily RW manages to not carry out with the same piece of glass that he got knocked out when he was a human or a zombie. Ryan, this actually does knock him out for a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah,
So-
because vampires and zombies aren't immune to being knocked out.
No, so RW screams, we gotta get out of here before he freaking wakes up. So we're like, okay. So we go back out to the car. Me and Ryan noticed something. The people who looked like me and Ryan, who got us into this mess, are legit exactly like us. There are twins.
Well, no, duh.
So basically, guys, this comes another explaining. How come do I always get the explaining parts? So mine and Ryan's parents,
Like, had, 4 kids.
had no two.
2 kids.
Oh yeah, I had 2 kids. So my parents had 2 kids at the same time, and they were twins. But I came out first, so I would be the eldest twin, and the other twin was still coming out. But then it stopped breathing, and then it just disappeared. And we thought
Same with mine.
and
Same
the
with my
same thing
twin.
happened with Ryan's twin. Ryan came out first, and then the other twin just disappeared, who would have been the Ryan lookalike, and didn't come out. So, for some reason, mine and Ryan's parents didn't even tell us that we had a younger brother, and it was our
And
twins.
he's been kidnapped.
And they'd been kidnapped by the zombies.
Yes, and been
Jesus
raised
Christ.
to kill vampires. Because back then they used to have a war, didn't they?
Yeah.
A war between the vampires and the zombies.
So they got them into this, and now obviously, well, these guys are 11 as well, because they are our twins. So Ryan's birthday's on the 23rd of May, Ryan, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this guy would have a 23rd of May birthday. My birthday's on November
actually,
3rd, so it'll be
I
like
think
that
you
as well.
forgot, he was actually born, like, a minute before after. But he was born on, like, I was born at, like, 12:59 in
Yeah.
in the movie, obviously. I was born at, like, 5
Yeah, right.
in the morning.
Okay.
But he was born
Oh yeah, and
the
then
next day.
really?
Yeah, because
Oh yeah. He
that
just
was a
didn't.
minute
He just didn't come out
fully.
fully, and then when
Which
he
would
was out,
technically mean
he just
he was
disappeared.
never born.
Our twins just like disappeared. So, but stupidly, our parents did not tell us anything about this, Ryan.
And
did they
also,
not?
guys, he had like a bit of a stump on his leg, didn't they?
Yeah.
Both one of the right legs and one of the left legs hadn't been there.
Mine had the left, and Ryan's
Had
was
the
missing,
right.
missing the right.
Yeah.
So,
And I was like, oh my gosh, your legs, where are they? And they're like, oh well, when we got kidnapped by the zombies, they kind of like took us out before we were fully ready. And we didn't have our legs, they were stuck.
so they got rushed out, basically.
Yeah, so now they've got like prosthetic limbs. But these aren't just normal prosthetic limbs, they're made of zombie
Okay.
flesh.
Okay, so Ryan, should I take over from me?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, we've come out with past life stories, but luckily there's enough of them throughout the movie. So we drive back to the theatre place and go and hide out in the theatre. But when we're in the theatre, we get shocked to death by the movie player's dead body. Remember the movie player who died in the
Yeah, and
other
fell
one?
through-
Well,
fell
in-
out.
at the beginning of this movie, 7 minutes in, with bites in his neck and fell out the window.
By
we
the
get
way, guys-
shocked by his dead body, yeah?
Don't forget, in this movie, you don't need to be bitten to become a zombie. Because they
Yeah.
can choose whether they want to transform you.
Yeah, but luckily this guy actually is dead though, Ryan, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So the zombies go to transform this guy, the movie player, into a zombie, but they don't, because me and Ryan and RW and mine
Kill
and
the
Ryan's
zombies
twins.
that try.
Well,
I'm like, where are
well,
these zombies
no,
coming
Ryan,
from?
remember, you forgot something. Remember, we moved the dead body so they couldn't do it, and then Ryan,
yeah.
well, luckily Ryan got a knife and sliced the one of the zombies in the cheek, which made them to die of blood loss, because they was going, they lost all the blood, and then they died 1 hour and 15 minutes in for, I think, our 14th kill.
Yep, our
Luckily, I
14th.
get a gun and shoot it right in the chest and the head. 1 hour and 15 minutes in. So basically, that's our 2 zombies dead, and me and RW escape, and then we crash into Zombie Harry, because remember, he was just knocked out and didn't come back. Now, Ryan's only got like a quick bit to do, and then we stop on another cliffhanger for part 3 tomorrow. So Ryan, we've just clashed with Zombie Harry,
And then-
save the last bit, and then we'll do it the rest in part 3.
We start shooting him with like bullets,
Yeah?
and we realise something. His skin can only be penetrated by the blood that we have, and we pour the blood on the bullets, and we shoot one. The end. The end of part 2, guys.
So basically,
You'll have to come back tomorrow to find out what happened.
yeah. So basically, guys, Harry needed human blood to get on the bullets. to
No,
actually
his
kill him.
bullets. No, his.
Oh
blood.
yeah, needed human blood to get on his bullets.
And his blood.
And his blood, and if that hit Harry, it would kill him. Remember, Ryan?
Mhm.
But so we do that, and then we shoot it at Harry, and if it hits him, it'll kill him. But who said anything about it hitting him?
And
So-
who said that there was enough?
And who said that there was enough? So you're gonna.
And
have
who
to
said
find...
that was actually him and not another one of his kind? I mean,
And
when-
not another zombie, just looked like Zombie Harry.
yeah, and because when he was made, every zombie gets their own like vial of their blood to throw onto other zombies to make them become zombies.
Yeah. Okay,
To
guys,
become zombies.
we
He
are
has
gonna
mega
have
blood.
to stop part 2 here. Remember, it's all the same film. Just we're just gonna have to cover it like different bits because we can't do it all in one go. Right?
Yeah,
Can we?
guys,
Come
and-
on.
Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this background.
Yeah.
Which isn't really a background, it's kind of
And
just...
Ryan, we had 1 like on our other video, so someone likes the background.
Yeah, they do.
So guys, that's the end of the video. See you tomorrow in part 3. And estimate, there's going to be 6 parts, Ryan, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe 7 at most.
Or maybe 7, because in reality, this movie's about, what, 4 hours long? Maximum of that?
Yeah, it's
So-
split into 2 different like movies, a bit like
Harry Potter
Harry
and the Deathly
Potter.
Hallows. But
Yeah,
it's all basically one movie. Just like part 7 will be a different movie, but it'll be like the same. Just like you'll have to get a different movie to watch it. So guys, goodbye. Want to say goodbye, Ryan?
goodbye, guys, and see you in the next part.
Yeah. So see you guys. Goodbye. Peace.